Hello, welcome to Tony's Bonsai. Today we've got a Holm oak that I worked on a few months ago. It's done well, it seems to have survived, so I think it's a good time to just apply a couple of pieces of wire so that it's a better tree next year. You may remember I was fairly concerned that this wouldn't survive because I ended up ripping it into two different plants, and I've left this one to grow. It seems to have done, as I say, quite nicely, but it's a little awkward how they're all together, and I just think that by adding a bit of wire I can improve this composition. Before I get on with that, I just wanted to show you this other piece of Holm oak, and this came from the same clump. I was worried I'd killed this, but it seems to have done okay, at least for the last couple of months, and I'm really pleased how green and healthy it's looking. This is the real reason that I wanted this tree to survive. It's got like a hump back here, it's got loads of character, and I just really like that base, and I've got really high hopes for this now next year that it'll grow on and I can develop it into something. I've applied a couple of pieces of wire, a slightly thicker wire to this larger trunk, and then I've put one long piece of wire around these two. Obviously I don't see this tree having a front and a back, apart from it's either that or that, so hopefully it'll be good from either of those directions. I'm not necessarily trying for it to look good from the sides. I like the idea that they're in a line, but I need to add a bit more interest. We've got a nice branch coming out here, so I think if I can just take this across in this direction like that, that's a start, and I do quite like that. I'll just take it a little more, not a lot, and then perhaps the main trunk can then just come up and across. So this doesn't have to have any crazy wild movement, but I do like that coming in that direction. This one has got a natural movement this way anyway, so I'll go with the movement, bring it towards the camera, and then back and up. So that's adding some three-dimensional movement. Yeah, I like that. And then the question is what to do with this central one. Obviously it can't just sit straight like that. What I think I'll do is I'll kind of take it a little higher, take it across, and then mimic the movement of this. So possibly start off over there and then mimic coming round like that. Maybe that's a bit too subtle. Something like that. They all kind of come up straight and then go out, which I don't really like. And to conquer that, I think I could move this across a bit lower down. So instead of it bending here, perhaps if I straighten that, get that movement in a bit lower, like that, and then bring it up. It's just changing that feel, and I prefer that. I think that works. And again, take this across before it comes up. Yeah, I think that's okay. Perhaps this one can come, after going backwards initially, perhaps it can come a bit more forward in that way. Yeah, that works. Maybe from this side it's not quite as effective. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. I can just imagine this now with these wires removed, and It's definitely more interesting than it was to start with. We've got different angles coming across. Let me get my pointer. So we've got angles as this kind of comes across. This here, this mimics this a bit, but it's not an exact copy. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I will just straighten this one up a little bit at the top. Just at the very top, just so it grows a bit more healthily. Like that. Definitely just a quick video today, but as is often the case, I'm happy with the work I've done. And it'll be interesting to see how this develops over the next 12 months. If you want to follow the progress of these trees, you know what to do. Other than that, thanks for joining me. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.